The future challenges us. I mean, what's going on with the climate? And how am I supposed to get to work in a few years? Will it be by bike, by car, or by a modern and punctual public transport? Who knows? Will we have enough electricity to power this all? And what will our cities look like tomorrow? There are so many questions, too many to figure out alone. So I went looking for the experts shaping the world of tomorrow. Together, we take on that challenge. I'm Arjan Missinne, and welcome to Challenge Accepted Extra. Dear listeners, welcome to the Challenge Accepted Extra podcast. Today we're diving into one of Sweco's true cornerstones, a driving force between how we deliver projects, support our clients, and help shape a smarter, more sustainable society. We're talking about digitalisation, what it really means at Sweco, why it matters for our challenges ahead, from the energy transition to the way we design and engineer tomorrow's world, and how it actually creates value on the ground. We're exploring tools today like the flexibility tool, how data powers smarter decisions, and how digital and domain experts team up to turn insights into real-world impact. I'm Arjan Missinne, the business unit manager of the unit Energy Transition, a unit focused on permitting, consulting and engineering of renewable energy projects. I'll be your host today for this podcast. Luckily, I'm not here alone. I'm joined by two experts, Kamerling and Luka Obuljen. Gentlemen, have already a first challenge for you ahead. Please introduce yourself in 30 seconds. Who wants to start?
I'll give Luka the floor.
Thank you.
Right,
thank you.
Luka, 3, 2, 1, go.
Perfect. Thank you for having me here. My name is Luka Obuljen and I'm the Chief Digital Officer for Sweco Belgium. My responsibilities are really to spearhead digitalization, and I'm really excited to be here to really talk about this topic, to a little bit dive deeper in what digitalization means for Sweco, but also how we are applying digital tools in our day-to-day work and how actually we are providing value to the customers by using those different technologies.
All right. Just within time. Thanks, Luka, for your introduction. Yes, the same challenge for you. Please introduce yourself in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Start.
I'll try to stay in time as well. My name is Kamerling. Thanks for having me as well, by the way. I am an energy consultant for the team Energy for Industry. So we focus a lot on energy efficiency, decarbonization roadmaps, decarbonization generally speaking, energy flexibility, and so on. And I'm also a digital coach for the business unit Energy Transition. So I'm looking forward to discussing all kinds of things around the energy transition and digitalization today.
All right, I feel honored having you both around us. We're well in the time, the gong hasn't went off yet. Perfect. All right, cool. Luka, maybe already a first question to you. What is digitalization in the context of Sweco?
I think this is a very good question to start with. We are now ongoing digitalization already for a couple of years in Sweco, and in the first phases, we focused on our first pillar, digital as the core, which is, of course, the important part of our business, that we optimize our efficiency by using different technologies. But what we want to do next is to also include customers in that journey. And that's the next two pillars we are now unlocking. The first one is transform client experience and then unlocking the new business. Yeah. And actually, the tool we will be discussing today, the energy efficiency tool, it's something that is a good example how we are doing that, how we are providing that value to the customers by using different technologies, from AI, from data, from just software. And I'm very happy to start this conversation today.
Yeah. Customers, I hear it already a lot of times. Yes, you are an energy consultant, you work with the customers, you work with the companies. Yeah. Why do they have to listen to the podcast about digitalization?
Well, I'll emphasize it one more. We're a consultancy company. I think the customer should be our first priority. So we're not just developing tools doing digitalization just to do digitalization. We'll do it with the focus of improving our client's experience, albeit through internal pathways, thinking of efficiency gains, quality gains, but also really transforming the client's experience by dashboarding, automated reporting, and so on.
Yeah. And how important is the role of digitalization in the context of the energy transition, about BESS, flexibility, energy efficiency. Why do we need a digital component to move forward there?
Well, I think the energy transition brings so many challenges, and big investments will be necessary. So I think having digitalization to process all the available data, make correct decisions, make the most interesting, affordable decisions.
Yeah.
I don't think you can separate the energy transition and digitalization anymore. I think both go combined. Yeah.
I completely agree with that. I think also the technology where we are today, it's providing endless possibilities. We can process the data, we can access and gain value from the data much more better than we could before.
Exactly.
And also the things that are happening on AI, who knows how this will even evolve in the future. So I think we are in a good moment that we are not only including the digitalization in energy transition, but also all other disciplines of Sweco.
Yeah, okay. So a crucial role of digitalization in the energy transition. Happy to hear that. Maybe already go practical with an example of a tool used in the energy transition. Jesse, you have been working on the flexibility tool. Please tell us what's it about.
I would love to. The flexibility tool essentially is to identify and quantify the potential for flexibility of an asset. So we start from customer-specific data, boundary conditions, everything to characterize an asset. Maybe to specify an asset can be a production process, the more typical BESS, e-boiler, heat pumps, very, very wide range of things. And we start really from all the characteristics, and then we really try to quantify the financial potential of a flexibility asset. Yeah. So both in options behind the meter, so maximizing self-consumption, playing against dynamic tariffs, so high prices, low prices, but also in front of the meter, think about market opportunities, imbalance markets, ancillary services to Elia. So it's a very wide range of options, and we really try to make it into a business case and evaluate what's best and if it's interesting.
I can imagine for the energy incentive companies where a lot of energy is being consumed, produced, it's a critical tool with a lot of challenges there.
Yeah, I think linking it back to the energy transition we already mentioned, lots of investments will be necessary. And for energy coordinators, the energy intensive companies, everyone around the topic, it will be a big challenge. And especially to identify when do we invest in what's most interesting. So I think having such a tool can make the life of our customers and those energy coordinators just a tad more easy.
Yeah.
But what is more important also, and I think you mentioned it also a couple of times, investments and savings. That's very important aspects that we can offer to our customers, to our clients.
Yeah. And how does the tool use the big data, which is always present in such companies, and you have a lot of energy tariffs, meters to follow up? How does this tool use the data to solve the problems?
Well, of course, you have the more external data. Think of market data. Think of weather conditions, all those kinds of things. But also think of the customer-specific data. So, of course, the tool is a completely software-based tool, but it has an interactive interface, a dynamic interface, so you can really give in your parameters. So it has, I think, in my opinion, the right amount of standardization, and the core of the tool is there, making it possible to also add modules and building blocks for customer-specific needs.
And what insights do we solve then with the tool exactly for the companies? What solutions will we provide?
Well, of course, on the one hand, Luka mentioned it, savings and costs. We give insight into what are the savings, how is the business case for new investments, how much, for example, as well, CO2 reductions can you gain, how does this place you on the road to decarbonization? Yeah. But also in your existing portfolio, how do you manage your assets? Are there opportunities? Can you maybe steer your production process that, for example, works in batches better to reduce your electricity bill, your gas bill? Plenty of opportunities.
All right. I think that's quite a good example from a digital tool that helps transforming the client in a better way. Luka, maybe again a question for you. Where do we see this added value in our digital tools for the clients then?
I think we already touched on them already a couple of times. It's about making better financial insights, maybe make better decisions based on the actual data, actual things that the tools can unlock for us.
Yeah.
And this is all about what digitalization, the data, AI can help us with. Now we can do it much faster. We can analyze more information. And we can provide better insights based on those information.
I think what Luka already mentioned is quite important as well. The digital tools combined with the consultants we have and the expertise we have, they're not separate, right?
Yeah.
We help translate the insights, give all the feedback, but the tools just unlock so much more accuracy and knowledge.
Yeah,
exactly.
It just provides that much more insight because you have a broader data, more insight in your decision making. Yes, maybe do you have some other examples that we have been working on, a part of the flexibility tool that you have been involved with in your day-to-day work?
In terms of digital tools?
Yeah.
I think it goes very broad. I think Luka already touched upon the pillars we're trying to do. So I think everything with our internal GPT we have, so making assistants to automate certain repetitive tasks, but also to, for example, interactive dashboarding for clients to really give more detailed insights, to also using our digital tools to do education sessions organized together with Valio, for example.
Yeah, great. Do you notice yourself a difference in the way of working as an energy consultant from the traditional way of defining a business case instead of using the digital tools? How does this transform your working methods? What advantage did you see?
I think, of course, the digital capabilities and digital know-how. I think Luka touched upon it briefly. It's very important for the people to know what the tools are and how to use them. And I think it just, when used correctly, they make life so much easier. As a consultant, we want to deliver high quality work to our clients, and we want to really help them and give them valuable insights. And I think having digital tools in place can save time on repetitive stuff, on maybe standardizable stuff, and really focus on what really is the value for the customers. And I'm quite happy with it, let's say.
All right, faster decision making, better financial insights, better investment choices. I think the opportunities are clear. Eh?
Yes, they're clear. They're endless also. I think just on efficiency, we see so much gains already.
Yeah.
But now, this is also what we are talking now in this moment, how we will use that tools more directly with the customers together, how we will get more optimizations in work, how we will deliver different ways of our work to customers, how they will use those tools maybe in their processes. Those are the opportunities that we are now unlocking, and who knows what is waiting us around the corner.
Can imagine. Luka, I want to switch to another topic. How is the interaction going between our domain experts like energy consultants, soil consultants, stabilization engineers with the digital expert? How is this interaction going, and why is it so needed to have this interaction, to have good tools?
It's needed, and it's very important, because end of the day, our experts are the people who are doing the work and also having the close relationship with our customers, who are knowing what the customer problems are and how what the solutions we can provide to them. And this knowledge is needed when we want to design some tool that can help us to do some things of their work better. So it cannot go without that.
It's really essential to have the client focused to the needs of the business.
Exactly. I think, and that's what is the power we have in Sweco, that we have so many disciplines. So a lot of different projects that we are doing, and now with investments which we are doing on digital side, we have a perfect situation that we can speed up the process of building those tools or of delivering those tools, but also not iterating too much and really be hitting the real problems as fast as possible to really solve those problems and to deliver as value as possible.
And with us being such a large organization as well, as you said, we have so many disciplines. But of course, a lot of our projects are interdisciplinary, so it really helps in developing tools that effectively combine disciplines and combine consultancy and digitalization perfectly.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, great to hear that this collaboration is working well and is so important for the good tools. Does this also asks a different mindset from the people working together with the clients, with the business, more towards the digitalization?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
definitely, it's something that we need to anticipate when we are starting to think what is possible and how we can sort or build some solution for internal or for customer facing need. We also need to see what perspective we are taking into. Sometimes we need to look it from the consultancy perspective, sometimes from the user perspective, but it's definitely needed a little bit of different way of thinking. But that's why I think we have a good combination of digital expertise, digital people, and then good and very strong expertise on the business side. And that collaboration, it's really something that is driving our digitalization forward in this moment.
So do you have already a digital mindset when doing a project for your clients in your business?
Yeah, I think it starts with being able to identify opportunities, and a digital mindset helps. I do think so. I have one. I hope so. But
Should
I
be
think
as a digital coach.
And I think it will continuously grow and grow and grow.
Yeah. About growing, what growing opportunities do you still see for the flexibility tool? What next challenges do we have there?
Yeah, so I think one of the really nice ones we recently did was combining it with the existing PV and renewable tools, which allows to, in an integrated way, optimize a PV renewable expansion or existing with flexible assets such as a battery. And it allows to evaluate the business case together because, of course, they interact heavily. But I think towards the future, currently we work a lot with recent historic data to base models on. I think price forecasting, we use it in our business case already, but I think there's opportunities there. I think a more holistic system view. Of course, we do it with production processes, for example, but a more holistic view could be interesting,
Okay, looking forward to see the evolutions.
Yeah, we're full on in development, I'd say.
All right, good luck with that. Luka, do you see other future works in digitalization within Sweco?
Yes, of course.
Luckily.
Not luckily. I think it's also something that it's needed. It's something that there is a lot of, I don't want to use the word expectations, but a lot of opportunities that we are now really trying to pursue. Our digital roadmap is really ambitious for this year and upcoming years. It's full of really, really nice things from the...
tell us about it. Give us some insights.
I cannot tell you everything, but there will be a lot of solutions based on AI, on data that we are now investigating, that we are now starting to build. A lot of really, really cool things that we will bring forward this year. So for us, I think this year is a really big one. That there is a lot of things we want to bring to our users in Sweco, but also externally to the customers. This is now really the year of going strong with digital to really open up this also external opportunities.
All right. Well, let me concretize towards the companies, toward the customers. Do you have, if you would give one advice to organizations, to companies in their transition, in a more digital transition, what would it be, Luka?
Oh, that's a very, very good question. I would give two advice. If you didn't start it as soon as possible. Include your people, include your customers. I think those are two important things that you have successful projects and successful tools on the end of the day.
Yes, anything to add there?
I think Luka emphasized it perfectly. I think on the one hand you have having the tools, doing the digitalization where possible, but also involving all stakeholders, the people using the tools, the people that the tools are used for. So I think those things combined make a very powerful company.
Yeah. And we're talking about companies working with energy, with flexibility, with digital tools. What should they really not forget to do or to take into account?
That you can't do or be as robust as possible in the energy transition without doing digital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's so much data, so much information. I think gaining the correct and valuable insights without doing digitalization is, let's say, a very difficult task. So I think we should very much see them as two things together and not separate.
Yeah. Something to add on that, Luka?
No, I don't have anything to add. I completely agree that data is a key, and digital technologies are, how to unlock all of what we just talked about.
Yeah. Well, okay, then I'll try to wrap up our small conversation towards our clients. So one of the advices that we had, if you're not yet in the digital transition, really start with it now, right now. That's very important. I also remember that it's a joint effort between the technical experts working in the business, working with the real problems together with the digital experts. And of course, don't forget it's about the client. Don't forget it's about the business. It's not about creating tools. It's about creating added value, about increasing our efficiency, improving our workflow. And it should be carried out by all the companies, by all the employees in the companies, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, thanks for being here. It was a pleasure to host this podcast together with you, and hope to see many digital tools arising in the coming weeks and months.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
See you.
See you.